Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be showcasing a whole bunch of the collab units, including Sukuna, which I think has been quite underrated. I've seen a few videos of people use it and just on a pure attack build, and I think it's kind of the same thing as a Sonya, where yes, you do want to have attack on it, but you're not gonna build your Sonya with just speed, attack, right? You need the crit rate, you need the crit damage to actually deal the damage from that skill too, and I think Sukuna is kind of a similar way. You don't just want to go pure attack. There is probably a threshold somewhere of how much attack compared to defense you need. We'll probably do a video on that on the future because I don't exactly know that. Sure, the passive is really bad. Yeah, I think if the passive is something slightly changed, I think the skill 1 and skill 2 actually has a lot of potential. And some of the content creators actually did call him the worst free-to-play collab unit ever. Guess you forgot about this guy. I did also saw Sean B's video yesterday trying to do pretty much the same thing as what I'm doing over here. Yeah, he had this going for him. So let's see if we can do that a little bit better than winning 1, losing 4. But I'm going to be doing the same thing. I did already record this in the past, just didn't have the time yet to make this video because other videos popping up and stuff. Let's see what I can do with every hit using at least one Jujutsu Kaisen collab unit. So let's just see what kind of unit fits for every team, and then we build the team around it. Well, I do already know, I thought about this before. I think that pretty much this unit in the Thessarion slot kind of works against teams like these. Only thing is that you don't need the crit rate, so you can go for crit damage. So I'll do the runing later, but let's see what other kind of units do fit and do I have. Just clicking all of the ones that I have, and from there we're just gonna see which one I would actually like to use somewhere. Okay, so I have a good amount of them. I would say that this one could be actually interesting for you. I think that we might use you over here to go for some kind of nuke with maybe like an FD something. Okay, after a whole bit of reruning, these are the units that I have. The runes are looking like this. And let's just go through all of the collab units, looking at the runes. So if this is really going to work out, I am not 100% sure. Probably not really, but I'm very curious to see. Did I rune everything correctly? Probably missing something, missing the Riley. Let's see how this works out. This could go either very good or very bad. First hit we have more of a bruiser-ish kind of fight. I think in this position I would like to go for some stunts and some armor breaks. We can go for you right away as well. I did already check your hits on the like the S2 or no wait, this thing it doesn't work on passives or like counters or anything like that. So it doesn't get activated by that. So in that case we just hit whatever we can hit. Was a decent hit over there, I would say. Let's see if we can kind of chip it down. Okay, we can chip it down. Second hit is a kill. That's good. Was this all this guy or was it something else? Hard to say, hard to say. Did not get hit by that thing at that moment. I don't have any cooldowns on any of those units, or at least I don't have any skill ups on any of those units, so the cooldowns are going to be longer. So for this reason, like, I just want to see if I can actually kill this through that. No, almost. He does do a good amount of damage. I would say that his damage without skill ups is already doing pretty decent. It's absolutely not bad. Plus, every time that he does get hit, it's just ignoring it. So for a bruiser unit, it's absolutely not that bad. Like, sure, he's still not great, but it was not that bad. Not that bad. Let's see on the next round. We have this, and we're gonna go for an AoE CC kind of cleave-ish high damage. Let's see. I've seen a lot of people be very disappointed by the damage of this thing. It doesn't have an attack buff. Is a decent amount of damage. Does absorb some attack bar as well. So in this hit itself, because of the pushback and then having a chance for you to move, it's not that bad. Can see it work. Was it kind of because of the nafties? Maybe so. In this case, we're gonna kill this thing pretty fast. Yep, we do kill it. I was a little bit afraid we might actually not kill it. In this case, I don't want to go for the skill yet. I was hoping that you would move in front, but if you move all the way after, it is kind of fine as well. Why do you always have to focus that one? Why? But let's see. Okay, it is a pretty tanky unit. We do have an armor break on this case, so if we do manage to hit it once more right now. Wait, I hope you can get a hit off. No, you're provoked. Why were you provoked on that most perfect moment? That is the moment I did not want you to be provoked. Do we have heals? We do have heals. We do also have a skill too, but you have death denying stuff. Does that also count for... No, we actually managed to miss all kinds of crits. So, yep, okay, maybe not use that unit into... Hey, Savannah, it doesn't really work that way. Was hoping for it to do a little bit more than it actually did, but yeah, we just managed to not get the correct crits in. Would you make this work in a different team? Yeah, probably. In this team was just pure bad. Also, I did not really expect a Savannah that was that tanky, because I expected this to just be a lot weaker than that. This team might be kind of bad as well, because I'm using a Katarina team into, well, things that you should probably not Katarina, aka a Nana and a Kumar, but let's see what we can do. These things are a lot more tanky than I expected. I still did do a good amount of damage on it though, but these things were quite a bit more tanky than expected. So let's steal that. Can we steal that? We can steal that. I think I have the most chance of actually killing you. If I were to crit that, not that lucky. But in the end, well, if you just start healing, I think that is still kind of fine. We just have to get rid of this thing, I guess. Can we attack, break, armor break? We did get the armor break right there. We did also get a good amount of damage on our ass. Yikes. Let's see. Yeah, we could have actually used the skill 2 again for Invis. I should have done that. I should have used the Invis over there. I should have, could have, would have. So I think the Wusa will probably still win this. And I think that you are not going to be doing anything all too much anytime soon. So let's just try to get like a few skill 1s in. I don't have Destroy on this Wusa. It does do a good amount of damage though. But we can get some absorbs in for that skill. It is a little bit of a something. It is a little bit of a something. The attack buff doesn't really help too much. I should have done the S3 earlier on that unit. Oh, that's a great sleep. That's one way to win. Do you lap right now? You do lap. That's perfect. And then heavy damage on that skill too. Yay, works. Great team. Great team. Okay, now this team. A lot of people told me that Sukuna has pretty terrible damage. Let's actually see about that. Okay, you do need the defense break to actually get into the proper damage amount for this unit. That is for sure. That is one way to do things. Thank you, hey gang. Thank you. It is a something. Good damage though, like 16k, no death break, nothing. That's a whole lot. I don't think that is that bad at all. Okay, you do go for a few skills. You hit that thing, that is totally fine. We don't have the... Wow, people were saying the damage is bad on this thing. What do you mean? 16k, no. Just an attack buff. Okay, let's see if we can actually get a defense break over here. I don't think the damage is that bad. Like, I'm not sure what people were saying. I think you just need the crit rate and the crit damage on it. Sure, you kind of have to go like heavy on those ones. But, and it does have the crit for dark right now, but in the end, utilize it. In Siege is relatively easy to utilize that. And I think his damage output is absolutely not that bad. Maybe it needs a little bit more attack to get the high thresholds in. But I feel like the damage for a Bruiser unit is not bad. It's just he has a terrible skill, or like passive. Like, that passive did nothing this whole fight, and I don't think the passive will do anything ever. But skill 1, skill 2 have a lot of potential. It's just the passive that has no potential whatsoever. Let's try that out for another fight. Okay, let's do it like this. It's pretty much a similar style of teams throughout, so let's just see how they would fare in this position against those kind of units. I must say, some of those units did perform a little bit better than expected, okay? You have that move on. I think that's armor break. It's not great. Wait, that's actually not great if you move that early. I'm a little bit slow. Just use a skill 1. Don't go for skill 3. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. And we can go sort of discharge. That's... Oh, I just love it when it goes all in one. It's so bad. In this case, you would move after, so I do think that you can go for the kill later on. Let's just give a shit ton of buffs in the hope that you are not going to be performing a proper strip that much. Well, it actually didn't do anything in that position. Skill 2, it's not going to do too much better. Just go for skill 1, trying to get some in. We do have the Wusa, which will draw the attention for all of the skill 1. So that part is definitely nice. It just takes a little bit of time for the Katarina to get the skill 3 back, because the Katarina in this position also does not have skill ups on the skill 3. So that will take a little bit longer. You don't provide anything else, right? It's just... Yeah, no, I'd rather just go for increased cool times if I were to land those, but didn't land those. But we have the Wusa for protection. The Wusa's just being hit all day, and we don't care as much about that. Some stuff going on, not too much stuff going on, a little bit of healing going on. If we do this skill right now, I think we're 1 turn away from you, right? Ah, shit. Should have done it in the next turn. But it's still a little bit of extra damage. But now, your cooldown on the 3 is not super long. Well, it's just that you're a fast unit. That helps out a little bit. But let's just send it. I think it will kill if it goes another hit. Oh, it does still kill. Yeah, I guess for Katarina teams, he's not too bad. Is it super great, though? It's just that Katarina's not really meta. So in this case, I will go for skill 1 just to get the attack buff in. And we can go for a skill 3 for you right now. Does this unit become OP or is the Nephthys actually OP? A little bit of both, right? He does get pretty much the extra turn from absorbing that, and his second hit's not too bad of damage. Okay, let's see. We have that one. Okay, the tuning is kind of off right now, but let's try to get some hits in you first. Okay, you will always focus that, which is maybe not that great. I think in this position, I'd rather go for an S2 rather than S3. Let's just do both. Both is also a fine position. We go for this one for some glancings. Decent amount of glancings. We do have that hit going in, and those hits are not too much for it right now. The only thing is we're not dealing as much damage as I was liking. Well, we kind of need the armor break for it to happen. In that case, yeah, we do fight the provokes and shit, which isn't too great. Let's just try to chip more damage in. Okay, good additional turn. Violent. Pretty decent damage itself. I think I'd rather go for S1 healing. S1 healing. My winning due to procs. The heal block actually doesn't matter on this unit because he just, well, he still could recover. He just didn't in that position. Let's go for a skill 4 once again. Is the damage on Sukuna that much? It's not a lot, but I can see him being used. But then again, Tasarion in this position would absolutely do better. That's just a guarantee. That is just for sure. But yeah, if they add a little bit to his passive, I can actually see him being useful. It's definitely not a bad unit. In this case, yeah, okay, not too bad damage. We haven't seen him like super one-shot anything, but also we haven't really seen him with the potential with a super strong 35k. Wow, that's not bad. Absolutely not bad. Okay, let's... Oh, Faye did do a lot of work, and Ciara undo that work. That's an option, but so do you. Kind of. Let's just stun you. Okay, not really. Let's just stun you. Thank you. Okay, none of these units moved. Don't go for the whole lot. It went for the whole lot, and it actually managed to stun my unit once again. You will only focus that, so I care less about it. So let's just kill you off. Because this one can handle a bomb or two. That's totally not the biggest of issues. Yep, you can absolutely handle a bomb or two. Sierra, well, let's go for a little bit of hits on those. Decent damage, cooldown increase. Nice. And it's just the Nora left, which we can once again stun. Are these units being good, or are they paired with good stuff, or are they paired with good runes? That is always a hard thing to say. You can at least say that these units do not have their skill ups yet. Like, none of them have any skill ups. So that makes them quite a bit worse already. Okay, I did not expect that one to be faster than me, but it suddenly was. Don't proc again, okay? Yikes. I kind of want to stun you for the sake that if I get revenged, I at least... or they will start focusing the other unit. Okay, does kill. For some reason, that last hit comes in so late that I'm always like, oh, is it actually going to kill? Yep, it did actually kill. Okay, that is not great. Does kill that. I think that's kind of okay if it doesn't proc. Does not proc. Big question right now. Could I kill this if I attack buff it? I don't think so, but I think I kind of have to go for it as well. How much damage do you do? Oh, that was actually rather close. That was legit rather close. More damage than I expected, but now I can still win because this Nana is also damage focused. So, was a close match. Was a very close match. Also, that thing pretty much has my best, like, Teshar/Luna kind of rune, so that thing is bound to do quite a bit of damage, but in the end was not too much or too bad of damage as well. Oh, that was a fifth hit already. Okay. Well, in the end, I would say that these units are not that bad. Like, they all kind of miss something. Like, in the end, I did like a 10-10 with just Gildong. So if you put your effort to it and the good runes, you can make any team kind of win in World Guild Battle. But I would say that these units all have at least potential. They're by all means not great at the moment. They definitely need a buff for pretty much everything, including the Sukuna, including everything. That's also what I mentioned at the end of the tier list yesterday. All of these units kind of need a buff. There's only a few that I would say maybe you and you don't really necessarily need a buff. I think you is pretty good in general because these two skills are definitely not that bad. But I think that those are the only three, also the three I don't have, that I would classify as like quite some potential. All of the other ones preferably do get some kind of buff. But I would say it was not too bad for damage in the first place. So hope you enjoyed this video. Did take a lot of effort for reruning. For that case, you can always hit that like button and Guys, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. And which one would you recommend me to focus on for skill ups? And maybe then I do like a full feature video of like one specific unit and where you can use them. Let me know in the comments which one of those units you would like to see being used. So I have pretty much all of them except for the Gojo Wind for like normal elements. And then I have the light version of the Megami. So, guys, thanks a lot for watching and see you later. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab, which has the dungeon guide archive and the video guide archive, which contains all of the guides that you need. Hope to see you there.